dictionaries, and my job as a lexicographer is to try to put all the words possible into the dictionary. My job is not to decide what the word is. That is your job. And everybody who speaks English decide together what's a word and what's not a word. Every language is just a group of people who agree to understand each other. Now, sometimes when people are trying to decide whether a word good or bad, they don't really have a good reason. So this is something like because grammar. I don't actually really care about grammar too much. Don't tell anyone. But with grammar, actually there are two kinds of grammar. There's the kind of grammar that lives inside your brain. And if you're a native speaker of a language or a good speaker of a language, it's the unconscious rules that you follow when you speak that language. And this is what you learn when you learn a language as a child. And here's an example. This is a verb, right? It's a verb. Now, there is another one. And if there are two, the first is verbs. Yes, exactly. You know how to make the plural of verb. That rule lives in your brain. And you never had to be taught this rule. You just understand it. This is an experiment that was invented by a professor at Boston University named Jim Cognizant back in 1958. So we've been talking about this for a long time. And now, this kind of natural rules that exist in your brain, they are not like traffic laws. They are more like laws of nature. And nobody has to remind you to obey a law of nature, right? When you leave the house in the morning, your mom doesn't say, "Hey honey, I think it's going to be cold, take a hoodie, don't forget to obey the law of gravity." Nobody say this. No, there are other rules that are more about manners than they are about nature. So you can think of a word as a like hat. Once you know how hats work, nobody has to tell you, don't wear hats on your feet. What they have to tell you is, can you wear hats inside? Who get wear a hat? What are the kind of hat you get to wear? And those are more of the second kind of grammar, which linguists often kill using as opposite of grammar. Now, sometimes people use this kind of code base. They want to discourage people from making words. And I think that is, well, stupid. So for example, people are always telling you, be creative, make new music, do art, inventing science and technology. But when it comes to words, they're like, no, creativity stop right here, Mr. Snapper. Give it a rest. But that makes sense to me, and what I agree, we should have more of them. I want you to make as many new words as possible. And I'm going to tell you 6 ways that you can use to make new words in English. The first way is the simple way. Basically, steal them from other language. Borrow other people. Linguistics call this borrowing, but we never give the word back. So I'm just going to be honest and call it stealing. We usually take words for things that we like delicious food. We took comfort from Chinese, we took caramel from French, and we also take words to cool things like ninja, right? We took that from Japanese. We just kind of a culture because ninjas are hard to steal from. So another way that you can make word in English is by squeezing to another English word together. This is called compounding. What is English are like Lego. If you use enough force, you can put any two of them together. We do this all the time in English. Words like heartbroken, workrooms, sandcastle are compounds. So go ahead and make words like dog face. Just don't make dog face. Another way that you can make words in English is kind of like compounding, but instead you use so much force when you squeeze the word together. That some part follow. The list of blend word like brunch is a blend of breakfast and lunch, and then motel is a blend of motor and hotel. And who know that motel is a blend word? Yes, the word is so odd in English that a lot of people don't know that there is part missing. Entertainment is a blend of education and entertainment, and of course, electrocute is a blend of electric and execute. You can also make word by changing how they operate. This is called functional shift. You can take a word that acts as one part of speech and you change it into another part of speech. Okay, we here know that friend hasn't always been a verb. Friend used to be noun and then be verb. Almost any word in English can be verb. You can also take adjective and make them into noun. Commercial used to be an adjective and now it's noun. And of course, you can read things. Another way to make word in English is back formation. You can take a word and you can squeeze it down a little bit. So for example, in English we had the word editor. Before we had the word edit. Edit was formed from editor. Sometimes this back formation sounds a little silly. Like bulldozer, bulldoze, bulldozers, bulger, and bulgers, bulger. Another way to make word in English is to take the first letter of something and squeeze them together. So National Aeronautic and Space Administration become NASA, and of course we can do this with anything. So it doesn't matter how silly the word are, they can be really good word in English. Absquatulate is a perfectly good word in English, and mugwump is a perfectly good word of English. So the word don't have to sound normal. They can sound really silly. Why should you make words? You should make words because every word is a chance to express your idea and get your meaning across. I mean words grab people's attention. They get people to focus on what you're saying and that gives you a better chance to get your meaning across. A lot of people on this day today have said, in the future, you can do this, you can help with this, you can help us anymore, you can help us infant. You can make a new word right now and English has no age limit. Go ahead, start making words today, send them to me and I will put them in my online dictionary. Word name. Thank you so much.